Chapter 1, Power and Abuse. Standing with my head hung low in my dimly lit basement office, I stared into the black screen of my phone. I was shocked. Trying as I did to compose myself, it was a struggle even to swallow. A surge of uncontrollable emotion swept over me. Rising heat rushed up the back of my neck, while the terrible awareness of being powerless alarmed every system in my body. Words even vanished, leaving me grasping for thoughts. Shame burned in my chest, reminding me of when my English headmaster, way back in Spain, walloped me for being a naughty boy. It was early December, a clear and brisk morning in upstate New York. The wood stove's oak-scented bluish smoke gently drifted through the bare, wintry woods not far from the American Revolution's Newtown battlefield. My dear wife Gloria and I, along with our 3 children, Joanna, Victoria, and Jeremiah, and Sammy, our black German shepherd mix, lived out in the rolling, tree-covered countryside. Staring into the distance through the window, I could see the lazy Susquehanna River through the leafless trees, sparkling in the valley below. The clear blue sky stretched up to the heavens, resting behind the not-so-distant hills over the other side of the meandering waterway. In the distance, just out of sight and on the banks of the river, was the townish city of Elmira, once made famous as the home of Mark Twain. In a daze, I wandered around that morning, pretending to go about my business as usual. My wife and children hurried about and got on with the day as school was winding down for the year. It was 2016, and our 18th wedding anniversary was around the corner. Thoughts of Christmas had already begun to warm the chilly air. My family had no idea of the turmoil spinning inside of me, which I had just brought up with me from downstairs. Days passed before I could bring myself to share with Gloria what had happened. Strangely, I felt ashamed. Me, a 6'2", 260-pound, then 46-year-old bearded woodsman who hunted, fished, and felled massive trees, ashamed? What had I done? Finally, sharing my grief with Gloria felt like confessing to some terrible wrong. After unloading, I began to experience a measure of relief. Gloria could not believe her ears as the account of the whirlwind phone call now engulfed her as well. "Yes," I said. "Director Kim Sayat personally called me, and after an 11-minute argument in which she lied, broke the law, disparaged my work, and then, in her frustrated Australian accent, snapped, 'I am the director of the Smithsonian National Portrait Gallery. Your application will go no further. You can appeal it all you want.'" She abruptly ended the call. Anger, disbelief, and indignation boiled up and over in Gloria as raw emotions were ignited. What could I do? Where could I go? To whom could I turn? After all, most people shy away from confrontation, especially confrontation with officials of highly esteemed, influential, and revered institutions. Who was I anyway? Just a newborn U.S. citizen? An insignificant member of We the People who had supported President-elect Trump, and to top it off, an artist from out in the woods Elmira. Wading into a legal battle with a beloved, federally run institution in a city that voted 96% for Hillary Clinton would be like a boy in his underpants with a homemade slingshot going out to fight against a giant, armor-clad, spear-chucking, sword-wielding, undefeated warrior. And dare I challenge the largest museum complex in the world, Washington, D.C.'s very own uber-prestigious Smithsonian Institution and the United States of America? In the Queen's English, it was as if my mother's voice sounded off in my head. "What a silly boy to even think of such a thing." That was the end of chapter 1.